Hey everyone, it's Mike from Destinations to Travel coming to you live today from Universal's Mardi Gras. So Universal is running their annual Mardi Gras celebration. Things are a little bit different this year, so we'll walk around and check out exactly how it's operating this year. But we're also trying something a little bit different today because I'm not by myself. I have Troy and Shannon with me, at least in audio form.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hi everybody, happy Mardi Gras.
So, Shannon, you've been here before, correct?
Yes, I have.
Okay, but Troy has not. So,
no, he has not had an opportunity yet.
Yeah, so this is going to be fun because I'm here all the time. I'm here way more than anyone should be. But, you know, Troy will bring sort of a fresh perspective, I guess, because I sort of gloss over things that are second nature to me. So Troy can point out some fun things that, you know, you wouldn't normally see.
Well, let's hope at least, right?
So right out here in the Music Plaza stage area here, this is where they would normally do their concert series for Mardi Gras, but they're not doing one this year for obvious reasons. So instead, there are a bunch of food booths out here, and each one is themed to a different country or region. So this one is New Orleans over here. That's where you'll get your classic Mardi Gras food. We got jambalaya and it just says etouffee. Usually there's a more specific. Oh, crawfish. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
And then of course some specialty drinks, because what is a theme park event without some specialty drinks? And this is kind of silly, but this is my favorite thing about this year's event is these themed tables that they have around the park.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, right? So the days of eating your festival food off a trash can are long gone.
Yay.
much nicer. Yes, indeed. And spaced out well, I might add.
Yeah, and these tables aren't normally here. Like I said, this is usually the concert area. So usually about this time, depending on what the act is, you would have guests lined up here waiting for like an 8 p.m. concert, or probably later than that, actually, probably like a 10 p.m. concert. And, you know, sitting out here waiting all day. But instead, we have a new seating area, which is really nice.
Yeah, that is really, really nice. I mean, umbrellas and standing table things now. It's just, that's great. Just what that area needed.
Yeah, exactly. This area is just directly in sunlight all the time. So it's really nice to have the umbrellas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and it's so festive with all the colors that they use. I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very colorful and nice to look at. So the float that we opened up with here, this is the riverboat float. And this is what would normally lead the parade. So while the parade's obviously not happening this year, unfortunately, they instead left all of the Mardi Gras floats out around the park. And, you know, so you can go and take your photo with them. There are actually entertainers, as we saw the live band playing out there. There's also performers out here throwing beads, so you can still get your Mardi Gras beads.
Great. That's important.
What was that?
Now, I said that's important to get your Mardi Gras beads. I mean, I was just in New Orleans last year right after it, and the beads were still hanging in the trees. So
oh yeah, the tree, there's a tree here on your way out to the parking garage that is it's known as the bead tree. It's loaded with beads already.
Is it really? That's cool. I just remembered last year at this time in my memories, you popped up. You were actually on the float doing a live for us last year.
Yes, I was. I was actually Jess and I were the king and queen last year, which was really cool.
See, that's awesome.
That is very awesome. It was a
And-
great video. That was perspective that nobody had ever seen before.
Right. Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing to do. I mean, just in a theme park in general. It's funny, but like it's so much fun. You're just up there throwing beads out to people. The energy is just crazy around the whole park. It's a lot of fun.
See, and I have not actually seen this at Mardi Gras time. I've always just missed it a hair or two. Either I've been there prior or just after. So to see this all done up, this would be really neat to see.
Yeah, definitely. Mardi Gras is one of my favorite times here at the park, only behind Halloween Horror Nights, which, nothing's going to top that for me.
Now that one I will do a live with you like this, but I won't go.
We will definitely have to do that for sure.
Okay.
So before I move away from this float, I want to point out, like I said, this is the one that leads the parade normally. So the way that they laid them out, it actually is like you get to see the parade in the order you normally would. So the riverboat is here, and then over in Hollywood, that's where you'll find the gator float, which always ends the parade. So it's pretty cool that you can kind of walk the park and see, the same order of floats.
I think what was nice about that float is they still have their performers on it. Like you mentioned, the band was on there playing like they would as if they were in the parade. They had the performers up on top that were throwing the beads to everybody passing by below. So that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some more performers up here on the Jester float.
Well, it's a great way to repurpose this and rethink it the way Universal has.
Oh, I got some beads.
Hey, nice catch.
So we got our purple beads.
Yeah.
That was actually my first beads of this Mardi Gras season.
That is too cool.
Now I have something to throw on the tree on my way out.
There you go. Crowds look pretty good so far.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit before. This is a pretty busy week because of Valentine's Day and then President's Day. So, kids had off school and people took a long weekend. So this week has been a little bit busier for the parks here.
Mm-hmm.
But still, as you can see, I mean, still plenty of space to walk around. You're not crowded like you normally would be on a really busy day.
Now we're getting a couple of comments in there. People are wondering, how long does this event last?
So Mardi Gras this year is going till March 28th.
Okay.
And it just started on this past Saturday, February 6th was I guess the Saturday before this past one. So yeah, you get almost a full 2 months.
Perfect.
Let's see, any other comments I missed here? Well, there you go, Patrick. I did just get beads.
And you didn't have to flash at all. So,
I think a lot of people are thankful for that. So there used to be a food booth over here a couple weekends ago. So I guess they've removed one already. They might have moved it to a different location.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it was an actual booth before, but now they're using the food truck right over here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what do they got on that one?
This is Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see.
Should be spicy.
Looks like something I can't pronounce. Oh, this is actually a good time to mention, too. They are doing a tasting lanyard. It is, trying to remember the numbers off the top of my head here. I believe it's $55 for 10 items. So you figure you're paying $5.50 for an item. So, you can do the math depends on what you're getting. And depends on how much you're going to eat, too. But anywhere you see these little Universal Mardi Gras symbols here, that lets you know you can get it with the tasting lanyard.
That's a great idea.
That is awesome.
And then annual pass holders can get a special offer as well. It's $65 for 15 items, so it's an even better deal. And as we learned opening night, because of the way Mardi Gras got cut short last year, we had a tasting lanyard from last year's event, and they let us use it for this year. So if you have one left over from last year, definitely bring it with you.
Well, there you go. There's one of the insider tips we were looking for.
So I'm gonna head into the tribute store here. Hi, good. How are you? Yep, just one. Thank you. So this is the Mardi Gras tribute store. We've seen this location for other events. They did a holiday tribute store, and this is the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store as well. This is the second year that they're doing Mardi Gras tribute store.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, the theming in this place is amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm liking it.
And this is, I want to say 4 rooms off the top of my head. Each room has its own different theme. So this is obviously like a jazz band, New Orleans jazz concert hall, I guess.
Yeah.
And then our next one is a New Orleans cemetery.
Ooh, yeah. I've seen that in real life. Scary stuff.
Oh, see, if you can do that, you can do Halloween Horror Nights.
I don't know. Well, I'll give it a try. If you go with me, I'll give it a try.
Hey, Mike, we got one of the questions. Somebody's asking the exact location of the tribute store that you're in.
Yes,
in
and
relation to the park.
And actually just jumped on it for me too. Yeah, it's right next to Revenge of the Mummy in the New York area of the park.
Good.
Thank you, Jess.
Thanks, Jess.
So how does everybody liking this? Us being able to talk with Mike as he's going through all of Universal. Let us know in the comments what you think.
It's a nice big map of the whole New Orleans area.
Yeah, so this year they have sort of an overall pirate theme to the event. So we're leaving the New Orleans cemetery and we're heading into a pirate themed room. That's why you see these maps leading us there.
Nice. Oh, check it out. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, this is neat. Now, I remember seeing this when they decorated this room up with Christmas. So,
yes.
Yeah, they did a good job switching this over.
Oh, yeah, they do an incredible job with this store. Like I said, for Halloween Horror Nights, for the holidays, and then for Mardi Gras. So they're constantly just changing it out.
Right.
And they do have all of their Mardi Gras merchandise available in here as well, but I will show that at one of the carts outside where it's a little bit easier to see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they've got a bunch of it.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot. And then our final room over here still has sort of a pirate theme, but this is where you'll get your Mardi Gras snacks.
Oh, yeah, this is where they had all the cakes and cookies and cupcakes and everything.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Oh,
check that out.
Bye.
Yeah. Are those Twinkies up there on that top shelf?
This is a Bananas Foster cheesecake pop.
Oh, my gosh.
So I haven't tried any of the sweet treats here yet. Oh, let's see. Are the gummies moving here? Yeah, here we go.
Oh, wow.
No way. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they've done these for each event. Now, for the holidays, they had like a like Christmas lights, and then for Halloween Horror Nights, they were beating gummy hearts.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. Now, did they have a king cake at all that we've seen so far?
Yes, they had at the sweet treats, I believe there was a king cake. Yep, there you go. Right at the top there.
Okay, yep.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
And then the only thing that we have tried in here, and this is Bayou Bites. So this one's not sweet treats. They have a andouille sausage, which you can see right here, wrapped in puff pastry, and it is fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
They also have a crab meat hand pie and a spinach and artichoke vegetarian hand pie.
Hmm. Now, how spicy is that sausage thing? Pretty spicy.
Not very spicy, but they do give you a really good like brown spicy mustard with it. So
Oh, cool.
that was my favorite
And I
part.
think the spicier the better, so I fit right
I'm with
in.
you. I like spice. So
Yep.
and then just some more cool theming on your way out of the store here.
Oh wow.
Very cool.
I
You did
see
a really
Patrick
nice
says
job in there.
yeah, I love the tribute store. I see Patrick says the heart was delicious. Probably a weird thing to say without context, but
Right. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
the gummy hearts from Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Yeah, I haven't gotten those. I'm not a big candy person, but I've heard good things.
Yeah. I don't know if I could get past that it beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely weird.
That part I don't think I could get past.
So what was the name of this float here, Mike?
That is a good question. So they have repeat floats, like we saw up in the front there, the riverboat and the jester float. And then every year they actually change out a whole bunch of them. So last year they actually started their pirates theme. And because the event got cut short, they brought back these floats for this year. So I'm not exactly sure the name of each one. I know they do have names.
Okay, so there's no
But
signage or nothing like that for it then.
no,
Okay.
no. So one cool little fact about their floats here, they actually get input from Kern Studios, who makes the floats for Mardi Gras in New Orleans as well. So that's why it's a big reason why you get such, incredible detail. And I mean, look at the back of this thing.
Oh wow.
Holy smokes. Oh, imagine that at night all lit up.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, they do a really, really great job with their floats.
What's the weather down there today?
We are in the mid 80s and it feels a lot hotter than that.
Really? I was thinking people look like they were a little warm.
Yeah, definitely. Especially people visiting from other places in the country right now, because I know you guys are dealing with some cold weather.
Yep. Yeah, we can't even get out of the teens. So
Yeah, that's rough.
for you to say 80s, that's like July in Michigan. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been picking up pretty gradually lately, so I
That's
think it's
good.
pretty safe to say we're done with the our quote unquote cold weather here.
Yeah.
Here is the Italy booth.
Oh, cool. Love Italy.
And we
Fried
actually
risotto.
we tried the arancini, which was fantastic.
I would be so all over that. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. That was one of the first things on our list that we had to come and
Oh, they've got Moscato. I'd be on that too. Just leave me at that booth. That's it. That's where I'm at. I'd be dancing with her probably.
Now, was that a float or was that just a stage display for her?
That was just a stage, and they have a few of these around the park as well. So you'll see
Okay.
some more performers out here having fun.
I know we had somebody ask. Yeah, we had somebody ask earlier if you know off the top of your head where the German food truck is at for Mardi Gras.
Oh, that's up ahead. I'm coming up to that one pretty shortly here.
There you go, Eric. We'll get there, buddy.
There's some more options for Italy here: cannoli, an Italian rainbow cookie, and then an affogato.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I'm gonna
and
say
that's here. That's here at Louis.
Now, is this something that they do? This is just strictly for Mardi Gras, or do they have these types of food trucks and options throughout the year for different things?
So this is actually the first time they're really doing it this way, because Mardi Gras, there usually would be a sort of food court area, and that would be up in the front, over by right in front of where the tribute store was. That area would normally get pretty crowded, so you can see why they decided to spread things out
Yeah.
this year and do things a little bit differently, which I really like it, because this gives them more flexibility and gives us a lot more options.
I think you're absolutely right, and I think this really might be the way that they end up going with this. This looks really neat.
Yeah, I really like this, and this park lends itself very well to this sort of like festival vibe like this. It's sort of a circle around the lagoon here, and you just kind of walk around and pick up all your different food and drink options.
Yeah, take my lanyard and go to town.
Oh yeah, there's
Well, at least
everybody's
not by
favorite
Italy.
attraction.
At
Oh
least be
yeah,
with Jess near Italy having Moscato, obviously. Quite a bit.
They haven't started up any of the water shows yet, have they, Mike? Pat's asking.
no. So I actually just passed where they would normally do the Beat Builders construction music show. They haven't started doing that. At least I haven't seen it because again, that does draw a little bit of a crowd. They try to separate a little bit. So I haven't seen them doing any sort of like streetmosphere type things like that.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Give it time. Fingers crossed. Hopefully soon.
Yeah. Got to point out some more cool themed tables over here.
Okay. Well, look at
Oh,
that.
there they are. Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, drums. I like it.
And that's here for the Puerto Rico booth. Let me come around here and see if I can get a look at the menu.
An empanada.
Yeah, I'm 100% on board for an empanada.
Man. I didn't have lunch today, Mike. You're killing me.
Here's another one of the floats. See if I can get around the side and get a better angle here.
Yeah, definitely in your face with the pirate theme on that one.
Oh yeah. And then some more performers out here throwing out some more beads.
Awesome.
They have actually moved some things around since I was here on opening night because that float was not there. It was off on the right back this way a little bit, I think. So interesting that they're moving some things around. Next food booth here is Cuba. And I'm going to try and stay out of the line here, but show you guys look at the menu. I mean, a Cuban sandwich, you can't go wrong.
Perfect. And, of course, the Bacardi. Other than being from Puerto Rico or Cuba, I mean, Bacardi is it there. Hey, Mike, Adriana asked earlier about park capacity. Is that set at a certain percentage there at Universal like it is at the other Orlando resorts, or is each property set its own levels?
Yeah, so I think they are setting their own levels. I couldn't tell you exactly what that is. I think the last time they announced anything, it was 35%. That could have been upped since then, especially with the way it's been looking this week. Like I said, it's been a little bit of a busier week. So I'm not sure exactly the exact number, but yes, there is a limited capacity. I would say probably not too much more than 35%.
Gotcha. Well, that's got a real nice looking beer stein there, and there's the sign.
Yeah.
There you go, Eric. We're here.
So after all the things that I have tried already, the next thing on my list is this pork schnitzel slider. I'm going to have to get that eventually. And I like that they really, let me come around this side here. They really did a good job of theming all the booths. It's not just like, a tent.
Yeah, absolutely.
They really went all out. And they have this like decorated like a beer garden back here. So a nice little seating area.
Very nice.
And there's the giant stein. Prior to that, the only stein I believe you could see here in Universal was Frankenstein. So,
oh, you have the quick wit today, my friend.
See, I like having you on here so that there's somebody to laugh at my terrible jokes, as opposed to, just hopefully finding a ha-ha in the comments.
Right.
We're passing by London over here, and of course Diagon Alley back in there. There is no Mardi Gras decor or anything happening over here, and that is a pretty well-known fact that J.K. Rowling would not allow Universal to do anything of that sort. So there's never any Halloween Horror Nights, anything like that. They do have holiday decorations, but that kind of fits in with the Harry Potter theme. So you won't find any Mardi Gras or Halloween Horror Nights stuff in London or Diagon Alley. Or they actually, for Halloween a couple years ago, over in Hogsmeade in Islands of Adventure, they did have Death Eaters walking around, and they did a cool little interactive show with guests. But aside from that, no other decorations or anything.
Well, it does protect the theming of that area, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's a shame though, because I would love to see some Halloween Horror Night stuff in Diagon Alley. It lends itself very well to that. So,
but like you said, there's plenty of instances throughout the whole Harry Potter series where that would fit in very well.
Right. Yes. Coming around to the back area of the park here with Fear Factor Live stage in front of me, which has not been happening for a long time now. And they actually just use this as a rest area.
And it looks perfect for that. Nice,
Yeah,
quiet, plenty of
exactly.
shade. You know, it's that's a perfect choice for that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a quiet area back here too. Never really draws much of a crowd. The only attraction back here is Men in Black Alien Attack, which of course is one of my favorites. I wish I could take you guys on there, but unfortunately we can't record video on any of the attractions here.
Right.
Some more themed tables. And they actually moved the Bahamas booth over here. I just got confused for a second because they moved that on me. But a really cool photo op over here that I really like. It's just a really nice backdrop. It looks really cool at night because they have like the show lighting on this. So it changes from purple to green to gold.
That is awesome.
And like I said, we have the Bahamas booth.
You see Randy's here on with us from Texas. He must have power. That's a good sign. Hopefully he's staying warm.
Yeah, hopefully you're doing it right over there, Randy, and everybody over in Texas. I know they're having a hard time. Bahamas, we got some jerk chicken and then jerk jackfruit. So nice. I believe it was vegan, right? Yeah, it looks like it is a vegan option.
Okay.
So it's a jackfruit they use as a alternative for pulled pork. And I have had it a few times. It is really good. So that might be on my list for the future.
I'm definitely going to have to remember to have lunch or at least eat before I get on one of these videos with you, Michael.
Trust me, I know all about those pains. A live video of me eating festival food would probably not go over very well. Another nice little photo op here. And I believe these two were usually positioned out in front of that food court area that I was talking about before that they normally do. But since they're not doing that, they can spread some of their stuff out for different photo ops. This is another area of the park where you won't find any Mardi Gras stuff. And I could not even begin to explain the contract issues that would go along with that because, of course, Disney owns The Simpsons now. Could not tell you how any of that works.
No, I'm sure. I see Randy, let's see, back in the house. That's great. And Jess is already answering questions that we missed ourselves.
Thank you, Jess.
She is on top of it. But, yeah, Patrick had asked, is Mardi Gras only at Universal Studios, or can you find things at the hotels and/or City Walk?
Yeah, and like Jess said, you can. There are special options. Normally, they would have like some menu items in the restaurants, but I actually just passed a booth out on City Walk when I was coming in here, where they have some of the New Orleans food offerings. So like the jambalaya and the etouffee. And then, of course, over at the hotels as well. I know there is, I want to say it's at Royal Pacific, they have crab beignets. So like a
Ooh.
savory crab meat beignet. I am very interested in trying that.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah, I've heard some good things, so might have to get out there.
Yeah. And when you do, let us know.
Yes, definitely.
I love the Simpsons area. That's always been so cool to me.
Yeah, I love Springfield. The theming in here is just amazing. Of course, Lard Lad Donuts.
Nice.
You know, a land works really well when people can really enjoy it without even being a big fan of the property. Because I'm not a big Simpsons fan, but Springfield is incredible.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I was way back in the day, much, much younger when Simpsons first came out. And now my grandson enjoys it. So that just kind of gives you the time span.
Yeah, the longevity of this show
Yeah.
is unmatched.
Yep.
That is some excellent theming.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I might get attacked in the comments a little bit for this one, but I'm also not a big Harry Potter fan. But I will 100% say Diagon Alley is the best themed land in any theme park. It's incredible.
It is very well themed, and I'm not a big Harry Potter fan myself either. I've just never understood the whole deal, but the
Right.
land itself is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really love having these floats out that they're out all the time. That is
Yeah.
really, really neat.
Yeah,
I
this
think
was
this is,
a really, really good idea for Universal to
yeah.
handle it this way because obviously they had to make some adjustments, and I think they did something really awesome here.
And to be quite honest, I would almost rather them kind of keep it that way. You know, come up with
The
something
only
different for the parade.
I agree, except the only thing that I would miss is being able to ride the parade floats myself.
Right. Yeah, this is true. When you're used to being king, I mean, you know, you can't go back.
We have a couple more booths back here. We have Belgium. I don't see a sign for the menu, so I'm just going to kind of poke around over here. So we
Belgian
have,
waffle. Why
yep,
not? Absolutely.
and then the frites, which they are just French fries.
Oh, okay.
But they do have 3 different dipping sauces for the fries that are all really good too. So,
Oh, really? There you go.
I mean, if you like fries, and I don't think I know anybody who doesn't, there you go.
Well, yeah, anything
It's
you can
true.
do with French fries. I mean, put garlic on them, cheese on them. It
Right,
doesn't
yes.
matter.
And one of those sauces is a garlic sauce, and it's my favorite.
Oh, nice. Oh, we broke Jenny Mayer's heart. I'm sorry, Jenny. I did watch
Oh,
a couple of the movies though, and I do love
oh,
the
is it?
land.
Some good FaceTime with
Yeah.
SpongeBob
Nice.
Hello.
and Squidward. Look at that.
He looks bored. He's not getting any beads. No love.
Squidward is usually not very happy to see me. And then the next booth over here, and I guess you can't really call it a booth. They're actually just taking over the Kids Zone pizza area here. But this is Canada, if you couldn't tell by the giant maple leaf.
Right. That's. They're making a statement. Here they are.
And I have tried the short rib poutine, which is really good. And then they have a
Okay.
Nutella donut and a maple donut as well. And of course, Labatt Blue.
Of course.
Of course.
So there's a lot of food options here this year, way more than you would normally see at Mardi Gras. So
No,
I definitely recommend getting the lanyard.
I did notice like some Coke machines, like what you would see, you know, where you can change the different Coke flavors in that
Yes.
pavilion there. Is that something that's around Universal
Yes, it
all
is
over?
actually. I'll poke back in here, but yeah, the Coke Freestyle machines are all over the parks. So you can actually just get your souvenir cup
Okay.
and go around and fill it up yourself. And you can see they actually have barriers between the machines right now too.
Oh,
They're separating
nice.
guests. And so yeah, you don't have to wait in line. Obviously if there's people here already, then you have to wait for that. But you don't have to wait in line at the counter to refill your soda, which is really nice.
Oh, that's perfect.
That is.
And then, of course, if you're familiar with the Coke Freestyle machines, you get all kinds of crazy flavors with that too. So, you can have your raspberry Sprite or whatever it is you want to try.
Right. You don't get to see that very often. I mean,
Right. And here's my favorite Mardi Gras float, the Mystery Machine.
nice.
They actually put that in the parade?
No, they don't.
Oh,
They do drive around. Actually, they have the Scooby-Doo gang go around in the Mystery Machine and do their. They drive out to their meet and greet spot, which is always fun to see.
oh, that is kind of neat.
We have Puss in Boots up here.
This area usually gets pretty scary for Halloween horror nights.
Oh,
this
yes,
area.
this is
Yeah.
one of my favorite areas of the park. Pretty much year round because it lends itself really well to a scare zone.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also decorate it really well for the holidays too. And then, just normally they have character meet and greets and stuff out here too.
Maybe a perfect spot for it, yeah. Plenty of shade trees and that to protect everybody and protect the...
It seems like everybody's really still adhering really well to all the protocols that Universal has set in place right now with COVID-19 and mask wearing so far.
Yes, absolutely. Being here in Orlando, where there are these huge, entertainment venues open, I've had a lot of people asking me, like, how are things down there? And, does it feel safe? I feel safer in Disney and Universal than I would in just going to the grocery store. I mean, they do a fantastic job with the rules and regulations here and keeping everybody safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like everybody's really not having a problem with it. So.
Yeah, no, everything has worked very well. They've done a really good job. We're coming up on a full year now since the park's closed. And so we've gone through a full cycle of different events that they've modified. And they've done a really good job still giving these incredible offerings, making them safe for everybody.
Sitting at that table trying to figure out how to map that out each event,
right?
And make
those
happen.
So I wanted to come down here and just show you guys the Central Park viewing area for where they do their nighttime show. And they are actually running this, the Universal Orlando Cinematic Celebration, I believe I have the correct full name. They are still running that at night. So it's not really a fireworks show, but this is the only spot you can come to really see a nighttime spectacular right now.
Okay.
And they do water screens here, so they do projections on their water screens. It's similar for the Disneyland fans out there, kind of similar idea to World of Color, but obviously themed to some of your favorite Universal movies and characters that you can see here in the parks. So coming out of Central Park and right into Hollywood, as you would normally geographically do, we have France, and Shannon might like this one. The France booth is just wine.
Go figure.
And they do actually here at Central Park Crepes, which is a relatively new offering here at Universal. They have a special Mardi Gras crepe here, and it's a poached pear creme brulee.
Wow, that'd be different.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. So a lot of mixed sort of foods there. You got the pear, creme brulee, and crepes. So
Yeah, I'm not I don't know. I'm not a big pear. I'm a pear by itself kind of person. I don't know that I want it all with everything else.
I will say I have had the Nutella crepe over there, and that was very, very good.
Very cool.
So I told you in the tribute store I would show you guys some of the merchandise where we could see it a little bit better, and here we go.
There you go.
Oh wow, look at that shirt.
The Mardi Gras t-shirt.
No, I like that. That's got like everything on it.
Yes. You see the king. There's the riverboat float that we saw at the beginning, and then here's the King Gator float that ends the parade, and we'll see him in just a little bit. They also have the same design on a hoodie.
I like
really
it on
cool.
the black. The black sets it off.
Yes, I like that a lot too.
Keychains were
What else do we
nice.
have here? Yeah, the keychains were really cool.
Foods.
What was that, Shannon?
Tom asked if there was any Cajun foods, and I just said, yeah, there was quite a bit.
That was right at the very.
Yep, over at those New Orleans booths.
Yep.
They do have a Mardi Gras face covering as well.
I like that.
Some really cool Mardi Gras socks. And then, of course, if you don't get enough beads from the floats, you can come here and buy your own special beads as well.
Well, there you go.
And then we got some wine glasses, more souvenir type glasses here, and then a hurricane glass as well. So there you go. There's your Mardi Gras merch.
Nice.
Oh, they hid this float on me over here, tucked away behind.
Nice.
And there are actually some performers throwing out more beads. Oh, wow.
There you go.
I got one. I didn't see them.
Catch that one too, or did you miss it?
I got it.
All right.
This is actually one of the repeat floats that you'll see every year. This is the Crew of Dionysus float. And this was actually the first one that we ever rode on when we got to do that. Oh.
Very cool.
We do have one more pirate float before we get to the Gator. And this one I do remember the name for. So I got to do the Mardi Gras preview last year, and they introduced us to a few of the floats. And this one I won't forget the name. This is the Battle for the Booty float. And so when they were operating the parade normally last year, they had two pirates sword fighting actually on here.
Wow, no kidding. That looks cool.
I really love the detail of all of the floats.
Sorry, what was that, Shannon?
I said I really love the detail of all of the floats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they do such an incredible job with every little, I mean, you got the coins up here. You got the barrel full of cannonballs right in front of the cannon.
That is,
and
yeah.
It is,
that's unreal.
of course, completely all the way around here.
So you can see some of the lights working here a little bit on this side.
Yeah.
I bet you it's amazing at night to see them all lit up.
Oh yeah, it's really, really cool. Watching the parade itself is a lot of fun, but again, I just prefer to be in it.
Well, that's like being, going into first class. You can't go back to coach. So
Now, like I said in the beginning too, they change out a theme every year. So they have the Pirates themed floats this year, but those will get replaced, assuming we get a full, we get a full return back to what Mardi Gras was. Um, we'll get a different theme for these floats, and it's really really cool to see the parade on opening night and get that sort of that reveal of like it's 6 or 7 new floats every year, and seeing them for the first time is really cool. And here is our finale, the King Gator float.
I
Wow.
didn't realize it was that long. That thing is huge.
Oh yeah, yes it is. And there are 2 levels to this. So performers or guests will be down here on the bottom and then on top of the gator as well.
Oh wow.
So when this thing goes by, you're getting beads thrown left and right.
Literally, that is insane.
And we got a couple of gators out here giving out some beads.
Wow, he's got beads in his mouth and everything. That's cool.
Oh, I missed it. he was trying to throw it up on the sign here. You come around to get a better angle of the gator here.
And that's what I couldn't believe when I was down in actual New Orleans to see that. I mean, to see this does look just like being in New Orleans with the beads all over everywhere and the coloring and the. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, and this, of course, is going to be a much more tame version of Mardi Gras in New Orleans. But yeah, I've heard a lot of that. A lot of people that have been to both say that this is just as fun, if not more fun, depending on what kind of experience they're looking for.
I would say for me, this would be more fun. I really wasn't into what all was going on.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yep.
We'll just say it's a lot more family friendly.
There we go.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's our full, well, almost a full lap around the park for the Mardi Gras offerings. They do have a few, like I said earlier, they have some other food and beverage offerings in other locations. Like I believe Today Cafe has a special king cake flavored pastry of some sort. And then you'll find other locations that have some things like that. Off the top of my head, I know, like we said, some of the hotels do, and then Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Again, got the full name there. They have some special offerings, and then NBC Sports Grill and Brew, I believe, does as well.
Now, I had somebody ask earlier, and I missed it, but somebody was asking now, do they do any theming over at Islands of Adventure?
They do not. This is sort of the events park, and Islands of Adventure doesn't really get, much of a makeover for anything like that. They used to do Halloween Horror Nights over there for a few years, and then they kind of switched back. That park doesn't lend itself as well to these sort of events because the walkways are a bit more narrow, and there's of course the construction going on with for the Velocicoaster, which will be opening this summer, and that kind of narrows things a little bit more too. So this park just works better for events like this.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's going to be some more merchandise in here, so I wanted to pop into the Universal Studios store.
Yeah, you always seem to find something a little bit different in here when you come in.
Oh, I like the pirate shirt.
That pirate shirt is awesome. Even the print next to it.
Yeah, this is really cool. Hopefully you can see it with. I'm trying to get the glare blocked on it a little bit. But,
yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah, and I always like to point out too that the theming of the tribute store is incredible. I love going in there. But if you're just looking to buy some of the event merchandise, and sometimes there's a long line to get into the tribute store, you don't have to go there for this merchandise. You can find it here in the Universal Studio store or in like the carts around the park like we just saw.
Okay.
They also are doing a sort of scavenger hunts type thing which I believe we did the Halloween Horror Nights one this past year.
Yeah, we
Right?
did.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys
That
remember my
went
videos more than
well.
I do. So they do have one this year. It's a little bit different. You pay for the map, but then you get one of those special beads like we saw, which actually I can point out again. I think they were up here in the front. I don't know if there's a specific one you get, but you do get something like this.
Okay.
So once you
Oh, I
go
got
around to all the stores, you get to you get a stamp for when you see these special displays here. And then once you collect them all, you get your beads.
Cool. I like that idea.
Yeah,
You know,
they've been doing that for a little bit now for the the holidays and everything. And yeah, it's fun. It's a nice little addition to their offerings here.
yeah, and it kind of makes sure that you kind of almost see everything, or you're going to run into at least almost everything.
Right. Yeah, they make you go all the way around the park.
Yeah.
So Despicable Me Minion Mayhem is sort of my indicator of how busy the park is, because this is right off of the entrance here. There's the arches. So you come
Okay.
into this being the first attraction, and this is a 90-minute wait right now. So it's pretty busy, but usually it has a pretty long wait, so not too bad.
Okay. I remember that ride. It's a neat ride.
Yeah, the 3D things are not usually my favorite. So that's not one that I go to very often, but it's if you're a fan of the Despicable Me and Minions movies, then yeah, it's definitely a hit.
Well, my absolute favorite was the Spider-Man ride.
Yep, that I 100% agree. That's my favorite attraction anywhere.
I still have no idea how they do it, how they make you feel like you are Spider-Man doing all of those things, and you're just sitting there, but you do.
Yeah, that was a game changer when that one opened.
Yeah, it was.
So since you love Spider-Man, have you done the Transformers attraction?
I have not. I have not done that yet.
So Transformers is essentially, it's the same ride system. It's a very similar attraction,
Okay.
but it is actually 2 stories. So you know that scene in Spider-Man where it makes you feel like you're falling, you do actually fall in this one. But I don't know, my opinion, I feel more like I'm falling in Spider-Man.
Right.
Wow. No kidding.
Now, have they had the Transformers out at all, like they
I
had,
was
say, pre-COVID?
just coming over to check on that, and usually they'd be right over here. Looks like we might have somebody. Oh, nope, not right now. Looks like they are
Okay.
actually checking the wind right now to see if they can do that. But yes, they have been having these meet and greets out here where you can come and meet Megatron and Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, actually. And it is a really, really cool meet and greet. If you haven't seen them, they are huge costumes. So the characters are, I don't know, maybe 10 feet tall, something like that, maybe a little bit smaller. But they are really, really cool meet and greets.
Wow.
I am realizing I missed one Mardi Gras thing up ahead here that I'm going to come take a look at, and then we can wrap up.
Okay.
Unless you guys have anything else specific you want to check out.
Somebody was asking about the bar that was the skeleton bar at Halloween Horror Nights. Did they do anything for Mardi Gras?
They unfortunately did not. That's actually right up ahead of me there. That's at Cafe La Bamba. They did a really, really cool job with that for Halloween Horror Nights. A really, really cool theming in there. And then they had some special drink and food offerings, actually. That's where they had these s'mores fries, which are some of my favorites. But then, no, unfortunately, they haven't done anything with Mardi Gras this year for that location.
Okay.
Here's some more of that, the Cajun food. Forget who was asking for that before. Was it Randy?
That was Tom.
Tom,
Yep.
there you go.
Yep.
So you got your New Orleans food here. I'm not a big seafood person in general, so this would not be my go-to except for the beignets. I will definitely come back for the beignets.
Now, how big are those beignets?
Let me see if they have a display. They do, so you can see the display of the crawfish there, but I don't see one for the beignets. Let me see if I can get a peek somewhere. All right, so here's the bags that they come in. I think you get 3 or 4 of them. So
Okay.
I mean, they're not huge. They're smaller than the Mickey beignets, but they are really, really good. It's a go-to every year. I mean, they're beignets, so of course, but yeah, I definitely have to get myself some beignets every Mardi Gras.
Absolutely.
I gotta tell you, I've had a fun time doing this like this. It's made me feel like I'm actually there with you.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to join me today.
Yeah. I wonder
Like I
if
told
people are
Troy
looking at you,
earlier.
you know, thinking you've had one too many Moscatos as you're walking around talking to yourself, you know?
Well, see, I'm still usually talking to myself. At least now I have, somebody in my ear talking to me.
Right, exactly.
Maybe that's worse though. I'm talking to the voices in my head.
There you go. Could be. Could be.
We do actually have a band coming down the street right now.
Oh yeah, there they
Oh,
are.
cool. Now that I do remember happening all over down in NOLA, all over the place. Just
Oh yeah.
pop-up bands just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I should mention too, I don't think I saw any announcements about it this year, but usually they do actually bring these bands in from New Orleans. So these are bands that would be playing normally on the streets in New Orleans.
Oh wow.
So a nice Mardi Gras touch.
Well, yeah,
Absolutely. It makes it a whole lot more authentic, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right,
I would rather spend my Mardi Gras at Universal Studios, hands down.
Yep. Oh, you know what? Sorry, hang on. I got one more booth over here.
They're just all over the place, aren't they?
I can't even keep track of them all.
That is incredible.
I got Columbia up in front of me here. And they're
That'd
actually
be a
cooking.
full day of eating and just, enjoying, listening to the music. Oh, wow.
What are they frying up there?
I think this is the arepas. Let me see here. Yes.
Oh, yeah, they are. Love those.
And this is one thing I want to point out here. So you can see these are $9.25. If you get the lanyard, like I said, you're spending about $5.50 per item, and you can get these here. So
Wow.
Great deal with that lanyard.
I'd become an annual pass holder just to go ahead and get that, $65 for and get 15. Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, they keep on going. We got Brazil.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
my
more.
gosh. Wow.
That stuff looks good.
Yeah, you can't tell we didn't have lunch today. And
I've told him about 3 times now. He's just killing me here.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, but the difference is once I wrap up this video, I can go around and eat everything that I've seen. So sorry about that.
I was going to ask you, is that something that you end up doing when you're done doing videos with us? Do you end up just kind of taking the parks in that day and going and doing?
It depends on the day. Whenever I have the free time to do so, yes, I usually like to spend more time here whenever I possibly can. Today, I might grab some late lunch.
Yeah. Well, after what you've shown us, lunch and dinner.
Right, yes. All right, so did you guys have anything else that you wanted me to check out? I know, Troy, I know you know the park.
If drinks are included with the lanyard too.
Yeah, so, well, of course, this is a bad example here, but because they don't have any drinks at this one here. Oh, no, they do. Yeah, a beat of Purple Haze here. So you can get a 9-ounce pour for with your lanyard.
Okay, yep.
Nice.
See, anything that had that logo next to it was good to be used with the lanyard, right?
And you can actually use it for bottled soda and bottled water as well. And then when the event ends too, your lanyard doesn't just expire. You can actually still use it in the parks for things like bottled water and popcorn and pretzels.
Oh, cool. I wouldn't have known that.
It's good to know.
Yeah, and luckily I just happened to hang on to mine from last year. And again, you can still use last year's event lanyard this year, which is it was a nice surprise for us on opening night.
Well, that was very nice of Universal Studios to do that.
Yes, definitely. Try and catch up on any comments I might have missed. I don't know if you guys saw anything else.
We're making Randy hungry again, and he just had lunch. No, it looks like everybody's really, really enjoying the tour, Mike. They really love seeing everything.
Great. Well, I'm always happy to bring some friends along with me as I enjoy the parks myself.
Well, you've done another fantastic job, just like always, my friend.
Thank you so much. And of course, I know a lot. I think I'm seeing just about everybody commenting has been watching on Facebook, but we are live on YouTube and Twitter as well. So you can check us out there. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, all the fun stuff. We have some more content on our YouTube channel as well, including some room tours. I do still have a couple of them still to come. I need to get those up there.
And be sure to contact us at Destinations to Travel for any of your travel needs or inquiries. You got questions about something, feel free to get a hold of us. You can get a hold of us by email at info@d2travel.com or at the website at d2travel.com. And we'll be more than happy to help everybody out.
Yeah, start planning your next Orlando vacation with all of this fun stuff going on.
We've been doing a lot of last minute trips. People are now just deciding to travel like in the next week or two that we've been getting all planned and ready to go just to go to Universal. So
yeah, and that's great because like I said earlier, Mardi Gras goes until March 28th. So if you can get out here within the next month and a half or so and check out Mardi Gras, it's a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out.
There you go. Look at that. Getting some FaceTime again.
mm-hmm.
You're doing good, buddy.
All right.
Just as Jess came back on. There you go.
Now you're in trouble.
I pointed out last week, I don't normally get that attention when Jess is here with me. So
that's right.
All right.
I don't know if I do all that eating and do all those roller coasters. You know, I might watch the roller coasters, but I don't.
Oh no, yeah, it's always one or the other. I'm never here for the food and the roller coasters.
Yeah, no. Not when you're doing Cajun.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to load up on beignets and go down this drop over here.
Nope, not at all. Well, thank you, Mike. This has been great.
Thank you guys for joining me, and thanks everybody for watching. Keep an eye out for our next video next week.
Take care, everybody. Thanks.
All right, go have fun, Mike.
All right, bye.
Bye.